I was doing the laundry, and the next thing I know, I started cramping. Are these contractions? I'm only 22 weeks.
Okay, let's get a CBC and UA with culture. Is there anyone we should call?
My husband's away at a legal conference, but he was having trouble catching a flight out of Buffalo. Is everything okay with my baby?
Let's take a look, okay? All right, there's the heartbeat. Head circumference measuring at about 178 millimeters. Looks like a normal, healthy 22-week-old fetus to me.
Thank God.
All right, so we'll run those tests and go from there, okay? And don't worry, Shannon, we're gonna take really good care of you and your baby. Okay? Thank you.
Shannon? How are you feeling?
Oh, better now.
I'm so sorry I wasn't here sooner. I canceled all my meetings, got on my first flight out. How's the baby?
Dr. Manning was just explaining. Hi. Well, I think it's just a case of Braxton Hicks contractions, practice contractions. Nothing to be concerned about. However, I would like to just run one more test just to ensure that it's not preterm labor. If that's all clear, then you should be good to go.
What a relief. Man, is it me or is it hot in here?
Mr. Kim, everything okay?
Throat's just a little dry. Is there any way I can get some water?
Definitely. Your color is a bit off. Have you had any fever, headaches?
I'm probably just worn down from the travel.
Well, how about I give you a quick look-see, run a few tests?
But Shannon...
Oh, go ahead, honey. You do look a little pale.
I'll have you back in no time.
Honey, I won't be far.
Right this way.
Thanks.
First time dads.
You said you travel a lot, so I thought of West Nile virus. I ran a mosquito panel. Good news is you don't have West Nile. Here's the thing. You did test inconclusive for Zika.
Really? Zika? How?
I'm wondering that myself. I mean, there hasn't been a case of Zika reported north of the Mason-Dixon line. Have you visited anywhere else recently? Maybe somewhere tropical? There have been a few cases reported in South Florida.
No, I haven't been to Florida.
Okay, well, regardless, the first thing we have to do is test Shannon.
Shannon, why?
Well, since Zika can be sexually transmitted, Shannon could contract it, leaving the fetus at risk of developing microcephaly. It's a devastating birth defect where the baby's brain doesn't form properly.
But we haven't had sex in a week. I've been out of town.
And you couldn't have gotten Zika in Buffalo. So you must have picked it up before that. It's important we test her.
I don't want to scare her needlessly. Besides, I'm feeling much better. Probably just had a touch of the flu.
Mr. Kim.
I really need to get back to Shannon.
I'm sorry, am I missing something here?
Okay. I wasn't in Buffalo. I was in Aruba with a lady friend.
Look, I'm not concerned with your personal life. I only care about my patient, and in this situation, we have to consider your wife.
No, she does not find out about this. I'm not risking my marriage over an inconclusive test.
I don't think you understand. Your baby's at risk. Shannon needs to know.
Dr. Halstead, they teach you about doctor-patient confidentiality in med school? Because they definitely covered it in law school. I'm your patient too now, and I'm telling you to keep your mouth shut.
Hey,
Hey,
how's Shannon's husband?
Bruce Kim? Turns out he wasn't in Buffalo. He was in Aruba with another woman. Tested inconclusive for Zika.
What? Well, we have to test Shannon.
We can't. Not without violating his confidentiality. He refuses to tell her.
That's ridiculous. I mean, if he was HIV positive, we could break confidentiality. Doesn't Zika get the same exemption?
No. Unfortunately, Zika's so new, there's no legal precedent.
But what if they have sex? What if he infects the fetus? I mean, you've seen babies with microcephaly.
Natalie, I have spent the last hour trying to find a way around HIPAA. I've got nothing. He'll come after the hospital. And my license, incidentally.
So you're just giving up?
There's nothing we can do. We can't justify breaking the law over an inconclusive test result. I know what you're thinking. Don't do anything.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, these flowers are so beautiful. Thank you for everything, Dr. Manning. These brought me these. Aren't they pretty?
Before you go, there's just one more thing.
What?
Since you're approaching your delivery date, I think it's really important that you be cautious with physical activity. Try not to lift anything heavy, limit your stress, and avoid sexual contact.
Why? None of the books say anything about avoiding sex.
We're done here.
I'm sorry. I think there's something you should know.
Mr. Kim, this is Dr. Ellen Hart, Epidemic Intelligence Service Officer for the CDC.
May I speak to you in private, Mr. Kim?
No, you can't. My wife and I are on our way out.
I'm sorry, but federal law requires that I speak to you about your test.
What's going on?
Dr. Hart will fill you in.
Why don't we step in here, please?
What did you do?
I made some calls. Since Zika is a public health emergency, the CDC has to investigate all inconclusive test results.
I'm impressed.
Natalie, back there, were you gonna...
Let's just say it is a good thing you showed up when you did.